everyone. Welcome to a special episode of Tech-Lax the webcast. I'm calling Fanatic Frenzy, or if you got a better name, let me know. With me today is my buddy Kael. How's it going, Kael?
It's going great. How about yourself, man?
Good, good. So I may have a few questions for you, but first, how did you get involved with lacrosse, and what made you fall in love with it?
Well, last year in February, I got involved with by entering a ticket draw that was airing on the local news station, CTV Atlantic, and I actually entered the ticket draw but didn't win until a few months later in March. I was actually asked if I would like to go to a game, and I was like, sure, I love Halifax. So I end up going to my first game on March 18th, 2023, and it was a lot of fun.
Cool. So what's your favorite part about the games then?
My favorite part's the atmosphere, the people, and seeing the players there.
Nice. Okay. What is your favorite cereal?
My favorite cereal would be Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, mad respect on the Frosted Flakes.
Yeah,
Mine would have to be Fruity Pebbles.
cool.
Yeah. Okay. Have you met any cool players from the Thunderbirds at all?
Yes, I have. I met Cody Jamison, Trevor Smith, Tyson Bell, and Johnny Pearson.
Nice. What are they
Yeah.
like?
They're like they're like really nice people. Like usually during the autograph, one guy is actually on the field with no shoes or socks on. That would be number 9 for Tyson Bell because I first met him this year a few months ago in December, and he basically knew who I was because I was only 17 years old when I went to my first Thunderbirds game in 2023, and I met two of the players actually.
Nice. That's awesome. Who are those two players?
The two players I met were Johnny Pearson and Trevor Smith.
Nice. Yeah. Who's your Who's your favorite team to watch that they play against?
My favorite team that day to watch they play against was the Toronto Rock.
Yeah. Is that a big
Yeah.
rivalry?
Yes. They're a pretty big team because they've been around for 26 years now.
Nice. Yeah, they have. That's crazy to think that the team's been around for 26 years.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. I don't even know off the top of my head how long the Roughnecks have been
Yeah.
around. Alright, if you could have a personal theme song that played whenever you entered a room, what would it be?
My personal theme song would probably be Mel Lingus by Alter Bridge because that was Edge's theme song for WWE actually.
Nice. Are you a big wrestling fan too then?
Yes, I'm a big wrestling fan because I go to many of the local shows that come to my hometown, Pictou, and I was actually volunteering, setting up a show, and a few of the guys recognized me from when I was real young going to the shows there.
Nice. Who's your favorite wrestler?
My favorite wrestler when I was younger, it was John Cena, but nowadays, since I don't watch WWE anymore, it would got to be a local wrestler from Halifax, Jonathan Cross, because turns out he has a son with autism.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh hey. Now we'll play our 1 minute rapid fire game where you want the most time left on the clock possible. All right, just give me 1 second here. Do do do. Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi,
Tim's or Starbucks?
Tim's,
Disney Plus or Netflix?
Disney Plus,
PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation,
Mentality or physicality?
physicality,
Time travel or teleportation?
time travel,
Hamburger or hot dog?
hamburger,
DC or Marvel?
Marvel,
Pixar movie or Disney movie?
Pixar.
Alright. You got 25 seconds left on the clock, so not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. If you had a time machine, where are you going and with who?
I would go back to the 1980s actually,
Nice. Why the 1980s?
because basically I would go back to when the local New Brunswick team, the Moncton Hawks, won the Calder Cup, because I'm a really huge hockey fan. And back in grade 11, I drawed a lot of the old logos of the hockey teams that were in the AHL that used to be in the Maritimes, such as the Voyageurs and the Fredericton Express.
Nice.
Yeah,
If you could bring any of those teams back for the NHL, which would it be?
it would definitely be the St. John's Maple Leafs, because St. John's just lost their Growlers, and basically they are looking for a new tenant at Mary Brown Center.
Nice. Okay. So basically, I'm trying to think of a question. Who has the best logo in the NLL?
The best logo would be Saskatchewan,
Yeah, why the Rush?
because it looks more modern, because a bison is a pretty cool animal that represents the animal that roams in the prairies in Saskatchewan, and it actually represents the passion of the fans that come to the games, because basically Saskatchewan has real nice scenery throughout the prairies.
Nice. Have you been to a game in Saskatchewan?
I've never been to Saskatchewan before.
No?
No.
Is that a game you'd like to go to then?
Yes, it is a game I would like to go sometime.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. If you could pick another team to add in Canada, what city would it be?
The city would be St. John's, Newfoundland.
Yeah, and what would you name the team?
I would name the team the Newfoundland Ice Caps,
I
right
see.
after the AHL team.
Nice. Okay. Before I let you go, you get to ask me a question. What do you want to know?
How long have you been a lacrosse fan for?
Ooh, probably I would say I don't even know the exact timeline, but I think about 4 years now, if I'm not mistaken.
4 years now.
Yeah.
And and how long have you been living in Alberta for?
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
So I would only been 4 years old at the time then.
Yeah. Crazy.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah, because I moved to Alberta when I was done elementary school. I'm originally from BC.
Cool. BC.
Yeah.
That's where my former Special Olympics coach is from.
Nice. What sports do you play in Special Olympics?
In the wintertime I do floor hockey, and in the summertime I do soccer.
Nice. What position are you in floor hockey?
I'm usually left wing in floor hockey, and usually I'm forward in soccer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Special Olympics. I've heard it's an awesome program, so.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
I've been doing it for 7 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you must be really good at floor hockey and soccer then.
Yeah, I am, because I originally played ice hockey for 8 years, and after that, I quitted because some people on my team got mad at me for no reason. And realizing that it was time for a change, I decided to do Special Olympics.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's sorry to hear that some of your teammates were mean to you, but glad you found
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, I found somewhere where it's more inclusive and there's much more nicer people.
Nice. Well, thanks for your time today, Kael.
Welcome.